अस्सलाम वालेकुम माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स। तो हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं फ्लावर की मॉर्फोलॉजी और आज हम स्पेसिफिकली बात करेंगे कैलेक्स और कोरोला की। कैलेक्स एंड कोरोला जो है दीज आर द टू नॉन एसेंशियल वर्ड्स ऑफ द फ्लावर। तो पहले हम स्टार्ट करेंगे कैलेक्स से। जो कैलेक्स है इट फॉर्म्स द आउटर मोस्ट वॉल. The individual members of this calyx are known as sepals and are green in color. याद रखना, this is very much important. तो depending upon whether sepals are free or fused, plants have been divided into two categories: polysepalous and gamosepalous. While polysepalous condition shows that the sepals are free, example is that of Brassica. In gamosepalous condition, they are fused, and the example is that of China rose. Okay, so depending upon whether sepals are free or fused, the plants have been divided into polysepalous plants and gamosepalous plants. Polysepalous plants में क्या है? Sepals free है और gamosepalous में fused है. The sepals in case of these angiosperms, they have varied nature, and based on these variations they have been divided into three types. There are three types of sepals. एक को हम बोलेंगे कार्डस, दूसरे को हम बोलेंगे डेसिडुअस, and the final one is persistent. Cordus sepals are those that fall off as soon as the flower opens. जब भी फ्लावर ओपन हो जाता है उसी टाइम सेपल्स गिर जाते हैं. एग्जाम्पल इज आर्जुमून. आर्जुमून में देखा गया है जब फ्लावर ओपन हो जाता है तो उसी टाइम सेपल्स गिर जाते हैं. नाउ द डिसिडुअस सेपल्स, दे सर्वाइव टिल विदरिंग ऑफ पेटल्स. जब पेटल्स विदर हो जाते हैं उसके बाद ही सेपल्स गिर जाते हैं. ओके, तो पहले पेटल्स विदर होंगे उसके बाद सेपल्स गिर जाते हैं. एग्जाम्पल इज दैट ऑफ मस्टर्ड. एंड फाइनली persistent sepals, they remain even after fruit formation. These are those sepals which remain present even after fruit formation. ब्रिंजल में आपने देखा होगा, ब्रिंजल में सेपल्स persistent होते हैं. Now we know what is calyx. Calyx simply means totality of sepals in the flower. All the sepals in a flower, they constitute calyx. Now depending upon the plant species, the calyx can be either fused or it can be free. Calyx with free sepals, that condition is known as polysepalous condition. If calyx is there with conation, or you can say the individual members are united, that condition is known as gamosepalous condition. Now the examples from each category: in case of rose, or you can say rosa species, okay, in case of rosa the sepals are free. Likewise Oinothera species, it shows this condition, I mean polysepalous condition. And additionally Stellaria media, it also shows polysepalous condition. Now gamosepalous condition examples: in case of Silene, the sepals you can yourself see, they are fused. And likewise in the family Fabaceae, the sepals are fused. Now what are the functions of calyx? There are a number of functions of calyx. The important ones include: they give protection to the inner essential worlds from injury. This first one. Since they are green in color, they perform photosynthesis. That means they can help in production of organic food material. In some plant species, the sepals can be colored, and at that time they help in attracting the insects for pollination purposes. And finally, the calyx of some plant species uh, possesses sepals which are hairy, and this condition is known as pappus. So the calyx in which the sepals are hairy, that type of calyx is known as pappus. The pappus is persistent, that means it remains present even after fruit formation, and this pappus helps in dispersal of fruits. अगर आप देखोगे डैंडलियन में, या जिसको हम टेरेक्सैकम बोलते हैं, उसमें क्या होता है, जो सेपल्स होते हैं दे आर हेयरी, एंड दैट हेयरी calyx, it is persistent and helps in the dispersal of fruits. Now the corolla, it is the second non-essential whorl of the flower. It has a larger size than calyx and is present inner to calyx. So the second whorl of the flower is corolla. It has a larger size than calyx and is present inner to calyx. The individual members of corolla, they are colored and scented. Okay, here you can see the bright colors of the petals. Now, just like sepals, the petals can be either free or they can be fused. If they are free, that condition is known as polypetalous condition. If they are fused, the condition is known as gamopetalous condition. Polypetalous condition is found in case of rose, and gamopetalous condition is present in case of datura. Here you can see yourself in the image. While as in case of rose, the individual petals, they are free from one another. In case of this datura, the petals are fused. Now the functions of corolla. The first function of corolla is it attracts the pollinators because of bright colors and scented petals. Okay, because of bright coloration and scents, the corolla attracts the pollinators and helps the plant in pollination. जो petals होते हैं, they are brightly colored and scented, and these bright colors and scents, they act as attraction cues for pollinators, including birds and these insects. In gamopetalous flowers, the lower portion, which forms a funnel-like structure, the lower portion of the flower, it stores enough nectar, and this nectar attracts the pollinators. In gamopetalous flowers, the lower portion of the flower stores nectar, and this nectar attracts the pollinators, including birds and insects. In bud condition, the petals of the corolla, they protect the inner essential whorls, including stems and corpus. They protect the inner essential whorls just like sepals. And now the perianth. What is perianth? In those plant species where the calyx and corolla is morphologically similar, that means हम calyx and corolla को distinguish नहीं कर सकते. At that time, they are together named as perianth. कुछ plant species में क्या देखा गया, जो calyx and corolla है, they cannot be distinguished because they are similar in terms of their morphology. And at that time, these two whorls, they are together known as perianth. The individual members of this perianth, they are known as tepals. Here you can see, here this is, for example, the petal, and this is the sepal. But we as such cannot distinguish between sepals and petals because they are having the same size, they are having the same color. So it is better to call these together as perianth. Now you don't have to name them as petals and sepals, you can call them tepals. Okay. Now there are two conditions. The tuples can be either free or they can be fused. And just like we have talked about the polycephalus condition and gamocephalus condition, likewise we will talk about two conditions, in this case polyphylous condition and gamophylous condition. Polyphylous condition means when sepals are free, when tuples are free, and gamophylous condition means when they are fused. Now in some plants the tuples they can be green in color. जो individual tuples है they can be green in color. At that time the perianth is known as sepaloid perianth. In other plants the tuples can be colored, and at that time they constitute petaloid perianth. अगर tuples colored होंगे तब हम perianth को petaloid perianth बोलते हैं. And this condition, I mean the presence of perianth, this mostly occurs in case of monocots. You can mostly encounter such condition in case of monocots. So this was all about the calyx and corolla. See you soon with a new lesson on flower morphology. Till then, take care and God bless you all.